From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And taken down just shy of the 40. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Cut 19, Panthers 60, Panthers 60, 19 Lions.
Throwing now, Ward.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Quick throw here to Johnston.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Ready up. 79 Broncos. Cougar 19.
Here's Ward. Short throw taken in by Conquo.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Ward.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or...
Well, it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
15. Hero 15.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mahomes going to throw.
Pass complete to Royals.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
The Chiefs have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. Just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Cougar Knights, ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, Tennessee.
Hey, smash Broncos!
First down, here's Mitchell.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
On the ready. Cut 19. Cut. Get it. Bronco 80. 18, 5, 70 Razor, 70 Razor.
Slot man moves right. To throw is Ward. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Eagles. 60. 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Working out of the gun here, Ward.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
County Lions.
To throw, here's Ward. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, Don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
So it's 3rd and goal now. And this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Titans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith to return it.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Dropping a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding the wave but now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to be a risk when you're inside? But you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you want to see some.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Yellow. 43.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run them the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now is 2nd and 10.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready, set.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Come on, set.
They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Tag! Bronco 80. Ready, right?
He'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Yellow. White side.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Get it. Panther 60. Panther 60.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Well, the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Yellow.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Chimere Dike.
And running with power here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On the set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Let's go now.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
19 Lions.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
Throwing is Ward.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's second and 7.
Ready. 6.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Bronco 80.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Deputy! Hawk 70.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. He tried to do it himself but couldn't find his way to the marker. And that will force a turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Rig! Cowboy 80!
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Seven Pirates, go!
Now Ward. That's complete to DK.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Panther and left. 19 tight. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
In motion right is Johnston. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick. Trap 60.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ward now working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing now, Ward. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down.
Ready, break. Get it. Liking 18. Let go.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward.
Touchdown!
Quentin Johnston.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Titans have taken the lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
DK from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Ward. Complete to Johnston here. Finding space at the 40.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Here's Ward. On the out route, he finds Johnston.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Quentin Johnston
with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 39-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Get it. Bronco 80.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 2nd and 9 now.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass hauled in by Johnston.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now it's Mahomes again. Completes it to Hardman. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Attack! 15!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Mahomes to throw once more. On the RPO, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here's 2nd down.
79 Broncos, Cougar 19. Ready.
He's back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Bronco 80.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That will tie the game. 28-all. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. This fielded right at the goal line. Dances by him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the jump.
Here's first and 10.
Ready. Tap the 60. Tap the 60. Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throwing is Ward.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Warriors 70.
To throw is Ward. Now a run here.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
60 vices.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people call this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They'll run. It's Brashard Smith.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard.
On the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
They'll get this complete to Worthy. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
70 Timberwolves.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. And it was caught. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
Partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Yellow. What?
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
A 20-yard attempt.
Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Seven Pirates. Ready. Pass to the left. Pass Dragon 60. Ready.
Now Ward. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.